What if I told you one of the most powerful emperors in history spent his nights writing letters to himself, not for glory, but for clarity? A man who ruled an empire but sought to conquer his own mind first. This is Marcus Aurelius, and his journal, Meditations, is shaping minds 2,000 years later. But who was he really? And why does Gen Z quote a Roman emperor on TikTok? Who was Marcus Aurelius? Marcus Aurelius was Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD, one of the last of the so-called five good emperors. But unlike others obsessed with power and pleasure, Marcus was a philosopher at heart. His favorite school of thought? Stoicism. He didn't just talk about wisdom, he lived it. Even as war, plague, betrayal, and death surrounded him, he never stopped trying to do the right thing. Not the easy thing, the right one. His life was full of hardship, a brutal war with Germanic tribes, the death of multiple children, a plague that killed millions, political betrayal. And yet, he stayed calm, composed, grounded. What is Meditations? Meditations isn't a book he meant to publish. It's more like a private diary, a collection of personal notes, philosophical reminders, and raw reflections. Think of it as a 2,000-year-old mental health journal. He writes things like, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." And, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." These words weren't for public applause. They were for self-discipline, self-check, and self-healing. That's why it feels so real, so relatable. He wasn't trying to be a saint, he was just trying not to lose himself. To some of his enemies, Marcus was too soft, too thoughtful for a warrior king. But to historians, soldiers, and philosophers, he was the embodiment of wisdom and power. Even today, he's seen as a philosopher-king, a moral leader in an immoral world, a man who resisted ego even while holding ultimate power. Modern scholars call Meditations one of the greatest books ever written by a ruler. Psychologists and therapists recommend it. Entrepreneurs, athletes, soldiers, they all quote Marcus to stay centered. In an age of anxiety, he teaches peace. Why does a Roman emperor resonate in 2025? Because Marcus Aurelius didn't speak to his time, he spoke to the human condition. To stress, anger, ego, fear, failure, grief, overthinking, all things we still wrestle with daily. In an age of constant distraction, social media pressure, burnout and hustle culture, Marcus says, don't waste time arguing what a good man should be one. His message is clear. You don't need perfect conditions to live a meaningful life. You just need discipline, integrity, and perspective. So next time you scroll past another quote from Meditations, pause. It's not just words from a dead emperor. It's a man who sat alone at night, trying to find peace in chaos just like you. And maybe, just maybe, the obstacle is the way.